That's true. Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show, everybody. Joining us now is attorney Paul Hernandez from Kalfus and Nachman to talk about staying safe on the water. We're talking about jet skis. And Paul, here's the thing. They're great. I love them. But they're so fast and so many people have them. They're extremely dangerous.
Yeah, well, they are actually dangerous. And, you know, interestingly, the statistics are they don't get in as many, they don't get in any more accidents than a normal boat does. But the issue is, just like motorcycles, you don't have anything protecting you.
Right.
So usually the level of injury or death is much higher than if you're in a regular boat.
Because people are going so fast on them, you got to be really careful to follow the rules of the water.
Yeah, well, that is true. You know, and we called it jet ski at the beginning, but now they're called personal watercrafts, okay? Because you can have 2, 3 people on it.
Right.
And these things go 50, 55, 60 miles an hour. No airbags, you know, and there's no brakes on them.
No helmets.
No helmets. No helmets. Obviously, for safety reasons, yes, you can't be less than 14. You must have, you get your approval to your special
Boating safety course.
Boating safety course,
That's
thank
right.
you. Have to have a life jacket. Can't stay away from alcohol, and always wear your lanyard. Those are your basic things you want to do whenever you're on a personal watercraft.
Okay, so the most important thing is to remember that operators cannot be under the age of 14, and you do have to take some sort of safety course to be able to operate one. But like I said, most of it is using common sense.
Well, it is common sense, but you know what we do? We get on these things. They're so much fun. Common sense is in the water. So what do? You got your buddy with one, you with one, and you just want to go out and have fun. You want to splash around. Well, there's rules on there that say you can't, within 50 feet of any body, any pier, another personal watercraft, or a boat, you must be at no wake. You must be at no wake.
Right.
Who does that?
Right.
Nobody does. You're not allowed to be jumping wakes behind a boat. Now listen, those are the funnest things to do with personal watercrafts. You're not allowed to, you know, bring the back end up and shoot the jet water at somebody. Those are the funnest things. But let me tell you, when you're on a personal watercraft, the police on the water, they're looking at you.
Yeah.
You're a magnet, so they're on you, looking very closely.
I wasn't aware of this, that you were not allowed to use them after sunset and in the dark. I mean,
they don't come with lights.
That's true.
There's no lights on them, so it's actually a half hour before sunset, half hour after sunrise that you're not allowed to use them. But you know, it's very dangerous.
And I think a lot of people get in a lot of trouble when other boats are around. Using common sense as far as following other boats, letting them pass, that sort of thing is very important.
It is very important, and keep your distance. And you know, people get injured on it all the time, and people don't know this, but you own one of these things. They usually don't have insurance just for that, but it's many times covered by your homeowner's insurance. So if you do go out, have some fun, run into somebody, injure somebody, your actions are going to be covered by your homeowner's insurance.
And please do follow the rules when it comes to no wake zones. That means going as slow as possible and to not cause a wake. A lot of people just blow right through the wake zones.
And it's also, no wake means slow enough to stay on the water, okay, not falling over. And the problem with a personal watercraft is sometimes if you have 2 or 3 people on it, you got to go a little quicker. You still must, the issue of no wake is to be slow.
Right.
So keep it at a slow rate. You probably won't get pulled over.
Now, you mentioned that personal watercrafts or jet skis don't normally get into many accidents, but many of them are fatal.
They are fatal, and they're fatal for several reasons. One of the reasons is when you get hit by you get knocked off, you can get run over by another boat, you can get hit by another jet ski, and there's nothing protecting you. As you said earlier, you're not wearing a helmet, and that's what's sticking above the water when you're sitting in the water falling off a jet ski.
Follow the rules of the water. If you have any more questions for attorney Paul Hernandez, you can contact him at Kalfus and Nachman at legalmatters.kalfusnachman.com. Give them a call on the Hurt line, 1-800-HURT-LINE, and download the Kalfus and Nachman iPhone app. You never know when you'll need it. As always, Paul Hernandez, great advice. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks, Chris.